Supporting the military, that is really another key component to SAME. It's something that I personally find very rewarding. And again, we want to assist military people into STEM careers.
Yes.
And STEM career could be as simple as being an instruction worker on site.
Yes.
Being a welder. It's the whole range, all the way up to professional engineering certificate.
Welcome to the Vets to PM Military Transition Academy podcast, where we feature veterans and professionals who've made their mark in business and corporate America to help you achieve a meaningful, lucrative post-service career. On this episode, our founder, Eric Doc Wright, sits down with Jim Carter from the SAME Orange County Post to discuss how they are supporting military service members and veterans into STEM careers. Let's dive in.
So, hey, good morning, everybody out there in Military Transition Academy Nation. This is Doc Wright back with you again, but I'm not in Florida this time. This time I'm up in D.C., and we're at the SAME Capital Week. And I've got my good friend, SAME member, Jim with me. So, Jim, tell the folks a little bit about you, sir.
Yeah, well, my background, got a degree in chemistry and got into the field of environmental testing. So the company I work for is Emax Laboratories. We provide environmental lab services in support of cleanup and remediation. We focus on doing that at military bases.
Okay.
So it's in terms of cleaning up messes in the past, protecting our warfighters and their families, and the communities around military bases. So the testing we do is a way to ensure that it's a safe, clean environment.
And unfortunately, probably no shortage of work like that, right, for the foreseeable future.
It's always evolving, to be honest. There's always new developments in terms of chemicals that are used for various well-intended purposes that later find out to be also harmful.
Yes.
A good example of that, a big topic right now, is the so-called forever chemicals, PFAS.
Yep.
It's used as a fire-fighting foam. And obviously, if you're on an aircraft carrier and you got an airplane that catches on fire, you want the most effective way to get that out quickly. And that's what the AFFF, or the PFAS foam, does. But it also is carcinogenic, and it also doesn't degrade. So once it's out in the environment, it persists for a long time.
So, folks, he literally just took me back to my 21-year-old days in the fleet. So, anyway, instantly 21 again. So tell me about your association with SAME.
Yeah, so SAME, it's a Society of American Military Engineers. It was founded around World War I, when the military engineers realized they needed to coordinate, especially with contractors in supporting the war effort.
Right.
And so it was born from the military. The initial presidents, national presidents, were all the senior engineers within the Army, Navy, Air Force.
Right.
And over time, that's evolved, and so primarily industry supports as president, and senior levels, with the military always being part of the equation. And a big initiative that we have is industry government engagement. Okay. The idea is that, hey, we're contractors, we're here to support you. What do you need? How can we help you? What keeps you up at night that we can support with? So it's a way to provide dialogue and direction and guidance.
So what post are you out of, actually?
So I'm currently the California Regional Vice President. I sit on the national board.
Okay.
And also the executive committee. My home post, as we call them, instead of chapters, we call them posts.
Right.
My home post is Orange County. And so we have events, two big ones. One is on base at Camp Pendleton Day,
okay.
at Camp Pendleton, and we have NAFAC Southwest and the folks at MCI West there at Camp Pendleton brief us on what they got coming up,
Okay.
what they need support with. And so the Orange County Post, we also typically get speakers from the LA District of the Army Corps of Engineers.
Okay. We do a lot of recruiting and placement of military veterans. We have been members of SAME for years. Absolutely wonderful relationship. Support the mission. So, a large contingency of the folks watching, all kinds of MOSs, rates, AFSCs, but they're in the AEC space somehow. So what kind of initiatives do you guys have for where we can combine arms kind of in the mission and place veterans and opportunities? And do you guys have things like that to develop the next generation?
So absolutely. One of the tenets of our 2030 strategic plan is developing people. We realize that within the STEM industry and backing up, SAME, primarily the industries are construction, environmental remediation, design and build, hospitals on bases, that kind of whole range. So we are kind of an engineering-focused organization, and we recognize that we need more talented people, young people, to get involved.
Yes.
So STEM outreach is a very big part of what we do. I'm going to be leading an effort with another gentleman, the current president of the Orange County Post, on standing up a STEM camp on base at Camp Pendleton.
Wow.
And that'll be high school kind of focused. But as far as supporting the military, that is really another key component to SAME. It's something that I personally find very rewarding. And again, we want to assist military people into STEM careers.
Yes.
And a STEM career could be as simple as being an construction worker on site.
Yes.
Being a welder. It's the whole range, all the way up to professional engineering certificate. And so, one activity that I'm driving is a program where we provide scholarships for military folks, enlisted or junior officers, and the idea is to provide scholarships for professional training. Professional training could be PMP, project manager management certification, PE certification. It could be safety training.
Yep.
We're really broad in terms of what type of a program that would assist the military folks in their transition. So again, it's something that we can do to help them accelerate their career into these areas.
And so, folks, I really want to highlight that point for a minute as we close here. Jim and I were just sitting in a session with Rich Pearson from DOE in an SA, and he was talking about all the non-nuclear, non-complex projects they have, and you heard Jim's background. So if you're out there listening and you're thinking, well, what opportunities are available for me as I transition out of the service? I'm not a PE, I'm not a CE, I'm not an ME, I don't have a license, there's hundreds, if not thousands, of potential careers, meaningful, lucrative, impactful work with the support of folks like Jim. So if you need any information, in the description below, we're going to have all of Jim's contact information. If you're local to him, you also can always contact us at Vets to PM, and we'll either connect you with Jim and his opportunities, or we'll get you in touch with our contacts at SAME, help you find your local post or whatever. And it's a really great opportunity. It's a really great organization. We've been members for 6 or 7 years now. So, Jim, I really appreciate you taking the time.
I want to say, Doc, I really, I'm heartened and admired by the work that you do. I'm hoping that this video will inspire some transitioning military folks to consider careers in construction, engineering, and that the Orange County Post can be can provide assistance in that development. And you are a great proponent of that. I really appreciate all your support and your help getting the word out.
And this is one post, folks.
Yeah.
So there's opportunities like this all over the place. You don't know about them. You don't know where to find them. We do. And that's why we're spending some time together in D.C. this week. So, reach out to us, contact us. We'll get you hooked up with Jim. We'll get you plugged into these opportunities, okay? Thanks for watching. Leave comments below.
Thanks for joining us at the Military Transition Academy. If we sparked your interest and you're ready to learn more, visit vets2pm.com. We'd love to help you prepare for a meaningful and lucrative post-service career.